Let's go over 5 amazing physical therapy, strengthening, mobility exercises that you can do for your lower back, for some lower back pain relief, using this Swiss ball or exercise ball. I do these exercises often with patients to improve their back, but what's key here is that we do all of them. We're gonna be focusing on decompressing the spine first, so we're gonna be improving that space in the back, then we're gonna be improving range of motion, then we're gonna be improving strength. And what all of those do together is give you resiliency. So it is important that you do all of them. But what's great is that you could do these on the floor, you could do these on if you have a table at home or something that's firm and that you feel safe. You don't have to go to a gym, you can just find a small space to do these. You're gonna do all of them. The reps and sets will be in the description. I'll be going over nuances and techniques throughout, but what we don't want to do is increase our pain. We're okay with soreness, but we're not okay with pain. And so just listen to your back, but we're going to be focusing on improving resiliency. So do all these exercises. These 5 exercises will treat you well. They're some of my favorite to do, but before I waste any more time, let's get to it and have some fun. So our first exercise here is spinal decompression or slight traction over the exercise ball. My patients love this technique, but you want to make sure that the ball you're using is about 65 centimeters or so. This is one of those. I just opened this, I just blew it up, and so 65 centimeters I have found to be a perfect size for the average person to fill in that space here, because when we get over the ball here, we're gonna make sure that we can relax, and it's hard to do that with a ball that's too big or too small. So here, I'll have that link in the description, by the way. So you're gonna relax over the ball. I usually start off with a minute. What I do first is I kind of relax my head down, my upper back, my lower back, and my pelvis. And when I get to that perfect relaxation spot, and I can shift back and forth to find it, what I do is I feel a stretch right here in my lower back. I can feel it kind of relieving the pressure in my back. And remember, when I told you we're gonna be focusing on relieving pressure and feel good stuff first, because I need you to like me before we go into the strengthening stuff. And then after we decompress, we're gonna improve mobility and strengthen. So this is our first exercise, which is just a spinal decompression for a minute. Breathe into it. And then relax. So start off with a minute. Feel that decompression in your back. It should feel really, really good. After you get that decompression in the back, we're gonna be focusing on mobility. And so mobility is range of motion. So we decompress to relieve pain. Do that decompression for a minute or so. And then also feel free to do this decompression at any time during these exercises. Since it requires no muscle activity, you can do it more often. So whether you do it 2 or 3 times during this workout, or you do it throughout the day, it's completely fine. So after you do that decompression technique, now we're gonna move into a prayer stretch or like a mobility exercise here, or forward flexion to improve range of motion in the back here. So you can either be on your knees and roll the ball forward and head between the arms, or you can do this while seated. So you could sit on a chair and then roll forward on the ball. If you have bad knees or bad hips, that may be a better option for you. So first, hands on the ball, roll out, sit your butt down, head between the arms, and you're gonna hold this for about 5 seconds, 3, 4, 5, and come back up. What's great about this technique is that, again, it's improving range of motion, and so you're not gonna feel the traction quite as much, but you'll feel a stretch. And so enjoy that stretch for about 5 seconds. And then while you're down here, don't be afraid to rock side to side to open up that back. Let's say you have more left-sided discomfort, then you may roll to the right to open up that left side. And if you have more right-sided discomfort, you will roll to the left to open up that left side. You may also feel a shoulder stretch. And if you have a history of any shoulder pain and you can't do that, just bring the ball a little closer, bend your elbows a little bit, and see if that helps. And you can kind of roll forward. Feels really, really good. Now, I do recommend that we do about 10, 15 of those for about a 5-second hold. Roll forward, rock side to side, feel that lower back open up. You could be off your butt, you could be on your butt, just so that you feel that stretch in your lower back. So the first technique was the decompression. Then our second technique was a forward flexion, so that improves range of motion. So think ability to bend over and just enjoy getting those positions during your day. So we did decompression, then forward flexion. Now we're gonna be moving into a little bit of strengthening. Okay, now that you like me, because I've had you do 2 techniques that feel really good, right? We decompressed, then we stretched, now we're gonna get into some strengthening. So remember, for back pain, strengthening is important. I said these exercises build on each other for a reason. Now that we're moving the back a little bit better, we need to strengthen it, because over time when you have back pain, those muscles get weaker. I know it makes sense, but now we need to strengthen, but we need to do it appropriately. So make sure you listen to my cues here. So just like before, we just got done with this stretch, we're gonna be filling that belly again with a ball. You're gonna lean over, but instead of relaxing and do the decompression, what we're going to do is we're gonna do a little bit of extension over the ball. So extension of the hips and the back. So belly under the ball, belly on top of the ball, extend the right arm, extend the left leg, and back down. Extend the left arm, right leg, back down. Extend the right arm, left leg, back down. And what this is kind of like a modified bird dog, in that I have this ball underneath my belly, because sometimes I can't get up all the way and I can't maintain that position, or my core is not strong enough to maintain this. So I'll relax a little bit more and you can still do it. So even if you have bad posture and you can't lift as high as me, that's okay. Go down here and do it. You're still extending the back and the leg. Now let's say, for example, I kick this right leg out and I feel a little bit of pain in my back, then I don't go as high. That's okay. What we know is that something is way better than nothing. So don't feel bad, or be hard on yourself because you can't do it appropriately, or you can't do it completely the right form, or it doesn't look like me. That's okay. Go to your own drum here. Like, I've had patients start off with terrible form, not the best form, but then end off feeling really good and having perfect form by 6 to 8 weeks later. So we're gonna do 20 reps, which would be 10 on each arm, focusing on lifting the leg, lifting the arm. You notice how I'm not going as high as I can. I'm not hanging out there as hard as I can. We're fighting gravity here, people. So this Swiss ball is supporting that space. I've got all my weight into it, and I'm lifting that arm and leg. And what I'm doing here is getting some good glute, good lower back strength, so it can improve my ability to stand and walk and fight gravity. So I do recommend a couple sets of 20 here on 10 on each side. So right arm, left leg would be 1, left arm, right leg would be 2. You'll do 20 reps of that, shooting for that burn, that feeling that you're doing something for your lower back and hips. But like I said earlier, the decompression technique or the stretching technique is great if you start to feel a little bit of discomfort. So soreness is okay, pain is not. So let's say we decompress, we stretch, then we do that exercise, but we start to feel a little something, then go back into the stretch. That's okay. Whew. Completely fine. So we've decompressed, we've moved, now we're getting into some strengthening. Now let's get after that core a little bit. So this next exercise, you're gonna have to lie on your back, and now we're gonna start strengthening that belly. Lie on the ground. You can have a pillow underneath your head if you need to. You're gonna bring this ball up. It's gonna be kind of at your knees. My hands are gonna be on the ball here, and what I'm doing is I'm applying a slight pressure down. I'm not just limp. I'm gonna do a little pressure down in my arms, a little pressure up with my knees. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go right arm back, left leg down, left arm back, right leg down, right arm back, left leg down, left arm back, right leg down. Now where people go wrong with this is that they go too far down and then their back starts to arch and then their back hurts. You don't want that. You want to keep your back relatively flat. You want to maintain the pressure of your hands down and your knees up. And so if that's only here, that's okay. Here, that's okay. That's where you start. Over time, you'll be able to go further and feel a little stronger, getting that back nice and strong, getting those tummy muscles nice and strong. You hear me working a little bit here. This is not easy, guys. It's not easy, right? Getting strong, becoming more resilient is not easy. If it were easy, everybody would be it. Everybody would be strong. Everybody would be pain-free. That's not the reality that we live in. So we're gonna do 20 reps again. I think we're a little over halfway here. 20 reps total, which is 10 each arm. Now, improving the back strength and endurance comes a little bit more reps. So that's why I don't have you do 8 reps, because we need to get a little bit more stimulus to get a little bit more strength. But you guys know what to do if you start to feel stuff in your lower back. You relax. And by stuff, I mean stickiness, achiness, discomfort. You relax, wait for that to go away. If it doesn't go away, do your decompression stretch. When it does go away, get back up here, finish out your reps. Your reps and sets are important, okay? So 2 sets of 20 here. I'm just gonna demonstrate 1 set here, last one. So right arm back, left leg down, left arm back, right leg down. Maintaining that pressure. Oh, and that Swiss ball gets sneaky hard. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So now that we've improved our core strength a little bit. For our last one here, we're gonna be getting into that butt strength, the back of the leg strength, and we're gonna be doing some hamstring work. So stay on your back and let's get to the next one. Okay, now that we've worked a little bit of back strength with our extension, we've done a little bit of core strength, and we're gonna finish off with some hamstring strength, glute strength, and what's also called the posterior chain. All right, these are the muscles that help us fight gravity. So we're gonna have feet on the ball now. So you'll transition that ball from here, all underneath your feet. Now your first variation of this exercise is literally just up and down, okay? If you do 20 reps of these with your heels kind of into the ball, you'll start to feel your hamstrings a little bit. Again, 2 sets of 20 here is the goal. Now, I've had all walks of life do this, so if that's too much for you at first, remember 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 12. Beat to your own drum here, but it is important to get some of the strengthening done. Now, to level it up here, you're gonna have your elbows down at the ground. You're gonna lift your butt, lift your lower back, and now go up and down here. So it does work those hamstrings crazy well. It's gonna be a little bit more core work, a little bit more balance work. Posterior chain strengthening is hard. Posterior means in your back. So posterior glutes, posterior hamstrings. Whew. Guys, it's not easy. I haven't done these for a while. That's why you see me struggling here a little bit. But it's great for my patients who have lower back pain and have this Swiss ball laying around, and they're like, hey, give me some exercises I could do to strengthen it. Oh, this is it. I think I'm at like 10. Whew. Now, if you start to cramp, extend that leg, pull those toes back. Oh, this is evil. 2 sets of 10, start there. Work your way up to 2 sets of 20. It's not easy. Whew. I'll give you guys a couple more reps here. So elbows down, lift, lift. Whew. Now for those who are really crazy out there, you pull those elbows, you put the arms across your chest. I'm struggling here. Okay, you guys get the gist here. So we've done the hamstring work, we've done the glute work, we've done the core work, we've stretched the back, we've decompressed it, but 5 exercises with this Swiss ball or exercise ball is all you need for some lower back pain relief and some strengthening. Now for those wanting to level up, if you guys like having a PDF version of these exercises, check the description. I'm gonna put a link in there that you can have the PDF version of these exercises where I'll have pictures, and if you just like the handouts versus watching the video, it's a great option for you. And my second thing I wanna say there is if you're struggling with any sciatica or chronic back stuff, or you have questions about shockwave, PRP, dry needling, or different modalities for lower back pain relief, don't be afraid to check out my book, Revision Sciatica. Now it is focused on sciatica, but it does come with exercises for people who have stenosis or arthritis or disc herniations, and 8 weeks of exercises that you can follow along and not only improve the strength and mobility of your back, but improve your nerve health as well. And that's something we didn't discuss today, but it's important. So if any of those 2 things you find valuable, you feel like you could benefit from, check the description. But today we did 5 amazing physical therapy, strengthening exercises using this Swiss ball. If you don't have this Swiss ball, make sure you check the description. I'll have a link in there, but it is a great way to improve your strength and mobility quickly and in the space of your own home. If you guys have any questions, please put it underneath the video. I'll get back to you, make sure those questions are answered. But as always, guys, stay healthy, keep moving, and take care of yourself.